Hey guys, Jacqueline Fernandez here at the Alert Center. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. We are chatting with Nebraska astronaut Clayton Anderson today about a moon landing that's actually happening tomorrow. So they're landing on the moon's surface. This is going to be very cool, in addition to space exploration as we know it, in hopes of finding some pretty cool stuff. So let me go to the man of the hour here, so to speak, who's going to tell us a little bit more about how exciting this really is. I mean, just all of the above. Clayton, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, Jackie?
I'm well. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us again at the Alert Center today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
Of course. So this is just so cool, okay? So this machine is actually landing on the moon tomorrow. At least that's the idea, right?
Right. The Intuitive Machines, this is their second mission to attempt to land on the moon. The first one was successful, but it kind of fell over. And this is their second try with Athena is the name of this one.
Okay, cool. And I'm kind of scrolling through here. So this is this looks like Athena right here. So this is the machine in and of itself. And the mission name is it IM-2 or IM-2? What's the right way to say that?
I would just say IM-2. Intuitive Machines is IM, and it's their second mission, so IM-2 works just fine.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, we'll stick with logic on that one. Thanks for the clarification. Okay, so tell me a little bit about space exploration, the historical significance of landing tomorrow. I mean, there have been a lot of trials. I mean, you mentioned this is Athena 2 after all.
Yes, Firefly Space just put Blue Ghost on the moon a few days ago, and Intuitive Machines is hoping to put Athena on the moon tomorrow. I think that it's important for folks to realize that both of these missions are critical to establishing methodologies to get to the moon safely, to put payloads on the moon so we can do experimentation. And Intuitive Machines is actually working very hard to create a three-phased approach here. It's basically delivery of service, and then it's transmittal of data from those services, and then the third piece is to create the infrastructure that's needed for eventual humans to do constructive work on the lunar surface. So Intuitive Machines has a boatload of payloads attached to their orbiter that's going to land tomorrow, and hopefully everything will go well for them.
Yeah, exactly. We're looking at the trajectory now for this mission. I mean, you come off of Earth and then, landing here and then kind of make your way around, to land on the moon. That is so cool. Talk about the importance of water hunting. I think that's the nomenclature that's on the Intuitive Machines website there.
Yes, one of the key things, everybody's been talking about the moon for quite some time, and the south pole of the moon, and a crater that has ice within that crater, and that ice, folks believe, can be eventually pulled out and used as water on the surface and for other activities. So one of the things, though, is we have to prove that we can build the infrastructure to get to that ice and to take that ice and make it something that's useful for everybody. So that's part of Intuitive Machines' effort tomorrow. Is they have a lunar rover that will go out and look around. They also have a hopper, they call it, and that hopper has propulsion capability, and it will hop around to different places on the lunar surface and eventually into the crater in hopes of locating some good information that says, hey, yeah, there is water here we can use. So these probes that they send down to the lunar surface are typically loaded with multiple payloads. And Intuitive Machines Athena is exactly that as well. One of the cool payloads they have, I think, is from the Columbia sportswear manufacturer. So in the old days, we had to cover a space unit with paper that would reflect sunlight and keep the heat off. Then we got smart and we figured out how we could paint surfaces with a similar material to keep the heat off. Well, they're working with Columbia's company now, the sportswear, a material that actually comes out that's all ready to go and that will reflect that heat. So it's very exciting to see how these companies that we toss on a t-shirt from is now helping folks get to the moon and survive.
Yeah, that's so cool. I mean, and life always starts with water, right? So, I mean, what is the possibility at this point that, we may see humans living on the moon? Where do you think we are?
I think we're a lot closer than we used to be. These kind of probe missions to the lunar surface are a big part of that, and building the technology and the understanding that we need to send humans. NASA's Artemis program is readying to send humans around the moon for the first time since the 60s, and hopefully that will happen next year or the year after. But in the interim, all these folks that are sending probes to the moon will help give us basic technology and understanding that will hopefully then make it good for astronauts when they finally descend to the lunar surface in, I don't know, hopefully less than 5 years, and begin to figure out what humans can actually do on the lunar surface to make it a useful venture, right? It's not just getting to the moon anymore and walking around and exploring and gathering some rocks. It's getting to the lunar surface and figuring out what we can do as humans to live and work and excavate and figure out how to have some sort of habitable group on that surface. And then that will also help propel us on to Mars down the road.
Yeah, and that is just so cool. It sounds like science fiction, but this is really becoming reality, like you're mentioning. So Clayton, thank you so much for your time today at the Alert Center. Nice to see you again.
Thank you. Stay warm, and I hope the snow doesn't get you.
Yeah, I know. I think we're good for now. See you later.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, so we just heard from Nebraska astronaut Clayton Anderson on this very cool moon landing that's happening tomorrow, if all goes well, we hope. It's the IM-2 mission, so we're really excited to see that that lands safely. And Clayton was talking about a bunch of payloads, and the idea is hopefully this can find water and then eventually lead to humans actually living on the moon. So that is very cool, and as Clayton mentioned, a lot closer than we think, right? So that's exciting stuff there. But back here on Earth, okay, so hopefully, you managed to stay inside last night. My goodness, just a lot of weather out there. I want you to take a look at this video, okay? So I'm gonna head over to X right now, and meteorologist Jarrett Lansford actually sent this video my way, but this is from the Iowa State Patrol, and they're saying this is near I-35 near Huxley. This is what a whiteout condition looks like during a blizzard, right? I mean, look, you can see there's a white car there, barely, just a lot of wind blowing, this kind of thing. So hopefully you managed to stay off the roads and didn't experience this. Hopefully you're warm inside with your family and taking cover. Now, of course, because of last night, Omaha's solid waste, collection is suspended for today, Wednesday, March 5th. So here, just a quick review for you today. So this is resulting in a one-day delay for the remainder of the week. So collection will resume on Thursday, and then into Friday, etc. But this is the collection status has essentially been stopped today due to the weather. So keep that in mind as we head forward. We're going to head to our website, firstalert6.com, and this is kind of a look at blowing snow this morning and our First Alert 6 weather days, which I believe have come to an end. If not, they're on their way to end, as that Senior Chief Meteorologist Rusty Lord told me a bit earlier before being here at the Alert Center and chatting with you this afternoon, that during the afternoon hours that wind is really dying down a lot. So that's the good news. So here's our forecast for Wednesday as we kind of take a look. So windy, early morning blowing snow. Thankfully, that has appeared to die down a little bit as I take a look over my shoulder here in the Blackstone District out our window. The sun is shining. But yeah, so we're in the noon hour, so we should be around 26 here. And then, yeah, you can see the sun kind of popping in there. Here's the gust forecast. I'll leave some of these as a sort of web extra for you. The 3 days you can see, so Thursday, tomorrow, 38 degrees, partly sunny out there. And then Friday is our next First Alert weather day at this moment. So expecting breezy conditions, maybe some snow, and a high of 34. So that's something to take note of as well. Now, just sort of briefly canvassing these live shots from our area. So this is a look from our Blackstone camera. So you can see snow on the rooftops there. The camera is shaking a little bit, but not too badly, and clear roads. So that is very important. I'm assuming quite a different scene out there on the roads if you were out and about last night. Heading over to Children's Nebraska Cam right now to kind of take another look at the snow-drenched area. And again, I mean, Dodge Street does look like it's a bit wet. It doesn't look like there's much snow on the roads there for your afternoon commute, so that is good. And then, as I mentioned, as we take a look at 90th and Dodge, the American flag here clearly blowing in the wind, but not nearly as tumultuous as it was earlier, blowing in that wind right there for you. So this is a good sign. Things have definitely calmed down. First Alert 6 weather day is over for today and tomorrow, but please do be aware that Chief Meteorologist Rusty Lord has instated that First Alert 6 weather day on Friday for more snow and breezy conditions out there with a high of 34 degrees. But again, that could all change. So we are asking you to please stay tuned to our broadcasts for the latest and greatest. And you can always head to our website again, firstalert6.com, if you'd like to keep up to date with the latest news that our digital team is working on for you. But we will be seeing you this afternoon at 3 o'clock with Dave Zavolinsky. Until then, try to enjoy some of the pockets of sunshine out there. We'll see ya.